Hello everybody, this is Starman and welcome to the first chapter of Let's Play Sam and Max Hit the Road. Well, I put it up to a vote on my Twitter and Facebook accounts, and this was far and away the most popular choice out of all the options I gave. And it's not hard to see why. Sam and Max Hit the Road is a very popular and very famous adventure game. It is one of the best ones ever made. Many would argue it is the best adventure game ever made. And it has led to a rather sizable franchise outside of the original LucasArts production of the first game in the series. But for those who aren't familiar with Sam and Max, they started out as an underground comic made by a guy named Steve Purcell, who also worked for Lucasfilm as an artist. And they quickly became the unofficial mascots of Lucasfilm games, with their own comics tying into all the LucasArts game releases in the Lucasfilm games and then later LucasArts games newsletter, The Adventurer. They got cameos in some of the other games, particularly the Monkey Island franchise, and eventually it was decided that they would easily make for a great adventure game, so they got their own adventure game. Later Telltale picked them up and did some games with them. We'll probably be doing those next. But I really can't say much else more about them historically. They did have a short-lived TV show on Fox Kids for a season, which, much like Freakazoid and Animaniacs, was probably better suited for adults than it was for kids, and it kind of, I forget the exact year, I think it came out 97, 98, definitely late 90s, but it kind of was a precursor to the Adult Swim boom of the 2000s, so yeah, a great idea, way ahead of its time. The animated series is worth tracking down if you can get the DVD set of it. But with no further ado, let us go ahead and jump into the opening cinematic, which I think does a great job of introducing Sam and Max's characters. And, you know, the title says it all. Sam and Max Freelance Police. Sam is a 6-foot-tall dog detective in a suit and fedora. Max is his hyperkinetic rabbity thing sidekick who is 3 foot tall with 20 feet of rage. So let's go ahead and get this thing started.
Friends? Friends? We've only gone out together 3 times, and already you're telling me you just want to be friends? You never gave me a chance, and for that, you'll fry like a pork sausage.
Not that I don't like you, it's just that, well, you're too nice a guy, I guess. I think I'd rather go out with someone more unpredictable.
Hello.
This doesn't look like the Lincoln Tunnel, Sam.
Looks to me like a marginally volatile hostage situation, Max.
Ooh, does this mean we get to kick some puffy white mad scientist butt?
Can't think of a reason not to.
You'll be of no use, freelance police. With the flip of a lever, my ungrateful lunch date will be reduced to a half cup of disoriented atomic matter.
I knew he wasn't a real doctor.
Shall I confront, subdue, and pummel the suspected perpetrator, Sam?
Sick him up, little buddy.
Ooh! Ow!
Hey, nice one.
Yikes!
Huh?
He's not a real guy, Sam. Can I keep his head for a souvenir? Why do you suppose it's ticking?
That's no head, Max. It's one damned ugly time bomb. Let's leave this criminal cesspool pronto.
Good idea, Sam. Maybe we can ditch the head somewhere while the credits are running. Mind if I drive?
Not if you don't mind me clawing at the dash and shrieking like a cheerleader.
Sam, is pronto a real word?
Goodbye, Sam and Max. I'll never forget all you've done here today.
Although it would be nice if you could have untied me. And yeah, I'll probably keep the sarcastic commentary to a minimum because this game has its own sarcastic commentary. Illuminati Local 421. Love the police squad opening here. And there's Steve Purcell. Name the credits. You can't see it, but I'm totally chair dancing to this. Lots of legendary designers worked on this game. Quick note on the voice acting. Sam is voiced by Bill Farmer, who was, I think, most famous for being the official voice of Goofy for a while. And Max is voiced by Nick Jameson, who has been in a lot of things, but the thing I mostly remember him for is he did a lot of voices on The Critic. And there's the Sam Max Freedom's Police credit.
Well, that was a pleasantly understated credit sequence.
I enjoyed the cheesy retro ambiance.
What the hell are you talking about, Max?
Sam, either termites are burrowing through my skull, or one of us is ticking.
Oops. Oh, yeah. Max, where should I put this so it doesn't hurt anyone we know or care about?
Out the window, Sam. There's nothing but strangers out there.
I hope there was nobody on that bus.
Nobody we know, at least.
Continuing running gag from the comics
Hello?
that Max never answers
Yes?
the phone.
Yes? Yes. No. Really? Well, the same to you, Mac.
Another confused census taker?
Actually, it was the commissioner with another idiotic and baffling assignment.
Does it involve wanton destruction?
We can only hope. Due to the arbitrarily sensitive nature of the mission, we'll be meeting a bonded city courier out on the street.
Ooh, smells like a fiercely thickening plot.
Alright, so the interface is a little bit streamlined here compared to earlier LucasArts games. We have the hand icon here, which is used for walking. And whenever it comes across an object we can interact with, it'll move the digits slightly to look like legs. We can cycle through, get an eyeball for looking at things. When it comes across something we can look at, it'll open wider. However wide is this open? The hand icon for picking up objects. And we can click on Max to utilize him as an object. And the cardboard box down here contains all of our inventory and our icons. There's a mouth for talking to things. And then the little squeezy toy for interacting with objects.
It's my little buddy, ready for action. It's Max. Vertical silverware storage.
Unfortunately, we can't take all the objects with us.
I can't pick that up.
Which brings to mind an interesting gag.
No, really, I can't pick that up. Are you dense? I can't pick that up. Read my lips. I can't pick that up. I give up.
Now you've done it. You've broken Sam's spirit with your stupid attempts to pick up that silly object. In fact, if I didn't find his pitiful sobbing so amusing, I'd come out there and rip your limbs off.
And one more time.
Just ignore them, Sam. Maybe they'll go away.
Yeah, interestingly enough, if you get the disc version of this game, as opposed to the CD-ROM version, which I don't think you can do anymore, and you do this instead of the audio file, Max will say the actual item number in the game programming. Like, you know, instead of that silly object, he'll say random object 1732, whatever.
My coat hanger antenna. I'm an electronics genius. We've been through a lot together, this TV and I.
And yeah, can't look at the desk.
This phone represents unhindered contact with the outside world.
Until they realize we don't pay the bills.
This is no time for chit-chat. This is no time for chit-chat.
And no messages. But we can't turn on the TV. Looks like Mr. Ed is on.
We've been through a lot together, this TV and I.
And nothing in the desk. Can't do anything with the window.
That's the tuna fish sandwich I made last spring.
And yep, Roach Farm, apparently.
It's Max's roach farm. I can't pick that up. This is a completely unusable thingamabob.
And we cannot use the gun, the harpoon gun, the... Did the eyes just move on that dummy? Yeah, they did, and the skull lit up too. Can't do anything with that, the typewriter, the dagger.
It's a blacklight that Max uses to illuminate his rare 60s posters.
We can take the bulb with us. And not much else to do in here, except we can try and pick up the rat hole. Why? Well, have you ever heard the expression, hide the money in the rat hole?
Cash. Never leave home without it.
Yeah, we may need it to bribe slippery government officials.
It's a blacklight. It's more money than we'll ever need.
And we can talk to Max at most every location to occasionally get hints about what to do next, or just enjoy whatever random things he says. We have questions, statements, the rubber duck for non sequitur random comments.
I'm filled with disgust and an odd sense of foreboding.
And?
My mind is a swirling miasma of scintillating thoughts and turgid ideas.
Me too.
You're looking hale and hearty, little buddy.
I'm a coffee achiever, Sam.
What's a good word, little buddy?
Lumbar.
I've got something in my eye.
Try digging it out with a fork. That always works for me.
What should we do now?
I'd like to spend the rest of the day harassing pigeons, but we should probably meet the commissioner's contact.
Just in case you forget what you're supposed to be doing at any given time.
I'm excited.
Who isn't?
What should we do now?
I'd like to spend the rest of the day harassing pigeons, but we should probably meet the commissioner's contact.
And let's see how many more random comments we can get.
I've got something in my eye.
Try digging it out with a fork. That always works for me.
Not that many, apparently.
I've got something in my eye.
Try digging it out with a fork. That always works for me.
Alright.
Well, that's all.
So, having cleaned out the office, we can go check out the hallway. And we can go up the stairs.
We don't go upstairs.
Not since the accident.
And we can go ahead and close our office door.
An egress.
And next door, Flint Paper, another detective in the Humphrey Bogart model, another character from the comics. You won't get a chance to talk to him, but we will get to see something fun here.
You want a piece of me, huh? Well, take a piece of this. Brutal.
But very true to life.
And here's one for your old man. I really respect Flint's business acumen.
Please, Sam, don't use the word acumen again.
Guess he had it coming to him.
Gratuitous acts of senseless violence are my forte.
You're such an adorable urchin, Max.
Yeah, you can try and mess with him yourself, but Max will step in automatically. And we can't talk to Flint or mess with the bullet holes. So let's get on to the street. The mean streets.
Vehicles will be stolen. No way. Soiled office space available.
And yeah, less said about that stain, the better.
Just a bunch of intoxicated pigeons. I love this car.
You're a sick puppy, Sam.
I was trying to look at the hole in the fence, but yeah, the
Somebody's
car.
been ripping off the U.S. Postal Service. Really bad food.
And yeah, we can't pick up the mail, apparently.
Bosco's guns, liquor, baby needs. I see that old Mr. Bosco's generously giving away his profits to the underprivileged ski mask-wearing youth of the neighborhood again.
Well, we can do something about that.
Hey, I don't think Mr. Bosco's voluntarily giving away his money.
Oh, I'm real terrified. A dog and a rabbit. Ooh, scary.
Max, the smart-ass kid doesn't think we're scary. What do you think about that? That's telling him, little buddy.
I think that punk learned a valuable lesson, Sam.
Me too, Max. I didn't realize that the lower lip could stretch completely over the head. Amazing.
Yeah, Bosco will take on a larger role in the later Sam and Max games, but for now there's not much we can do with him or out here. Although, curiously enough, even though we were told to go find our contact, we can use the car and hit the road at this point. For all the good it will do us, and here is our map interface. So we've got our office right here by the party flag, and a circus over here, and then these three little locations here, and then one of the mini games. Yep, car surfing, a great classic game which Max enjoys greatly. And pretty basic, you use your mouse for this when you use the left mouse button to jump and the right to shift lanes. And you can do this for a goodly while. There's no point to it apart from it just being fun. It's just, you know, a little mini game. But I think I'm going to go ahead and stop here. Because this game plays better in short bursts, and I think it'll probably work better if I'm keeping the chapters on this one down to 20 minutes or so. So, next time, we will get back to the main story. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.